Hello and welcome to the first in what I hope will be an occasional series called Macro Newsreel, which is basically just trying to give you an idea of what's new on the macro front. So what am I doing today? Well, I'm going to look at some new and improved macros just very quickly. I found a new feature which someone made me aware of in Word itself, and then also because of that I've added an extra feature to Fredit relating to that feature in Word, and finally just a quick hint on a way of speeding things up when you're editing. Okay, so new and improved macros. I'm sure you're aware that if you load up the book, then you will find down at the bottom you'll find a list of the changes that I've made to different macros and or macros that I've added. So the new macros are in bold, and Fredit Select there is what I'm going to deal with in a minute. New one, and changes, I've improved proper nounalize, I've improved the display on that, final display, and hyphenalize I've improved. And the point of the change in hyphenalize was that I was dealing with a customer or an author rather who was very keen on hyphens, and the book was 300,000 words anyway. Put those two together and you've got a lot of hyphenated words, and poor old hyphenalize was groaning, and it ended up not giving me the results I wanted. It was just only finding a fraction of them, so I had to correct hyphenalize. So if you deal with large documents, then hyphenalize is now improved. Okay, so let's go to the new where are we? The new feature of Word, and that is on the home, the home tab. Across to the right here is select, and if you click on that, one of the items is select text with similar formatting. Okay, so let's try that. So let's get my ribbon up permanently. There we go. So if I click on say the red text there, and I run select and then this formatting, so it selects, those are selections, and say if I was in the blue text there and did it, then it would select those. Okay, so I had to add an extra feature for Fredit because the lady who told me about this feature was asking me, she was saying she was using it, she wanted to use Fredit to change things in the headings in her document. And so she selected all the headings with that feature, ran Fredit, but Fredit only changed the very final selection in the whole of the document. So we needed to make a way of doing it. So I added a feature in Fredit, but unfortunately, say it didn't work in the multiple selection. So I had to think of another way of doing it. Just to help you to understand what I've done, you will be aware of the fact that you can put strike through on bits of the text, and adding strike through will stop Fredit from working on that part of the text and only make changes to the rest of it. And so what I did then was to add an extra feature so that Fredit would only edit the struck through text. In other words, it works the opposite way around. But it was fine, and it's in there in Fredit, but it's a bit complicated, so I decided it wasn't worth it. What I realized was I could do it in a different way. If I apply strike through to the whole text, then we have our selection, then we can remove strike through from the selected text and then run Fredit. So if we try that, if I'm in the blue text there, so start off, I want to select the whole text and put on select the whole text and add the strike through. So the whole text is now struck through. Now if I go to add, just only select the blue bits. So the blue bits, now I want to remove the strike through from those. So I remove the strike through from those. So the idea is now that the bit that was selected is now open to being edited. So if I run Fredit, then the blue bits get changed and not the rest. Okay, so that's sort of manually what it does, step by step. We can do that with the new macro called Fredit Select. So you do the multiple selection and then you run the macro. So we try that. So we do the selection of only that text, and then we run Fredit Select. So fr Fredit Select and run. So you can see it adding the strike through and then removing it. So it's just put the pink on the blue bits. Okay, so that's that one. And then finally, a bit about just a simple hint on speeding up your editing. It's using two macros, find same place and -space word count. So the first one jumps you from one document to another, finding the same bit of text in the other document, and this one is counting words. Where you've got two words or hyphenated or one word, it'll do that counting on just one item for you. So let's have a go at that. The demonstration is based on the idea that this is an illustration I used in one of my videos talking about how I edit books. So I've got the incoming chapters. I use multi-file text to combine them together into one file. So when I'm working on one of the chapters, so if I suppose I'm working on chapter 3. Here we go. Though I've also got loaded my all text, so that's the file that multi-file text produces. So I'm working on this chapter. I find non-linear, and I say, oh, I wonder how often that occurs, hyphenated, etc. So if I use find same place, then it pulls up the all text document and finds that same pair of words, non-linear. And now I can run the counting macro. So that then tells me, well, it will if you could see it. So I want to select that and just plonk it in there. Okay, so that's told me that I've got non-linear 6 times and so on. So it tells me how often it occurs. So it's just very, very quick. Let's just do it again if you like. Let's put that away. So use another word. So inline. So find same place, jumps you to the other document, and then run the count, and that tells you how often that occurs. So it's very quick to just find out how often that word is occurring in different formats. Okay, so that's it for today, and I hope you enjoyed it. And as ever, if you've got further questions or ideas, then do please email me. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.